Okay, yes, please welcome all in the class. In the previous classes, we described the excitation system, we described the basic principle, how the voltage is generated in the DC machine, and we also described the construction of the machine. We know there is an armature, there is a field winding. Main role, other than this, other than all various parts of the DC machine, the main important part is the armature, where the EMF is generated, and another is the excitation, where the field is applied. So when the field is applied, and because of the rate of change of, because of the rotation of the armature, EMF is induced in that. And here it is shown. This is the excitation separately. Although there is a complete winding of the excitation, and depending upon the number of poles, it is distributed type, and similarly there is a complete armature winding. So armature is shown like this. This is the armature where the total winding is there. These are the brushes, and with the help of the armature is connected with the commutator. Okay, and from the commutator, the AC what is produced inside, that is converted to the DC, and from the carbon brushes we collect the supply, and this voltage E, voltage produced E, this voltage produced E, the formula for E is equal to K pi omega. This is the E, voltage generated in the machine armature, where this phi is the field which is coming from here. If it is separately excited, then field current we have to give separately. If it is self excited, we have to give the field current from the itself. It is voltage generated here. From the generated voltage, the depending upon VF, say it is a voltage V oblique RF, the I field current will flow. This field current IF produces the flux phi. Flux phi is proportional to the field current IF. So this is producing a flux. Now, because of this flux, we know because of this flux, this voltage is generated. Now, question is, ki, as we know this voltage produces K phi omega. So how the voltage will be produced? Whether the phi, you see, voltage will be produced, EMF will be generated only when there is a phi, and this phi will be there when the voltage is there. So which will come first? From the voltage the flux is generated, or from the flux the voltage is generated? This is the question. If it is a shunt excited, in this case we are taking the shunt excitation type of excitation, shunt bound type of excitation, then how the voltage will be induced? This, how the voltage will be developed? This will depend upon the phi, and from how phi will come? From this voltage itself. So which will come first? If it is permanent magnet, then there is no problem. Permanent magnet means always there will be phi, and because of phi there will be EMF. In this case, what happens? Here you see this is the electromagnetic type of flux. The flux is the electromagnetic. It is not a permanent magnet, because the field current goes. If the DC current goes, one pole will be acting as a north pole. In the another winding will be, say if it is clockwise and anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise. So one will be north pole, another will be south pole, north pole, south pole, like this. So when, and say DC current is flowing into this, when there is no current in the beginning, during starting when there is no current into this, where current is not there, will there be any flux in this? अगर कोई करंट नहीं है तो कोई फ्लक्स होगा कि नहीं होगा? If you remember the BH curve, this BH curve is like this. BH curve is like this. What it says? If you remember like this, actually the BH curve can be like this, and this is only in the beginning, but finally this is the curve. We go on this like this. So what is this? What this shows? ये क्या है? BH curve. B magnetic flux density, H magnetic field intensity. H is proportional to the current. If this is the current, then this will be field. H, here you can say H, this is B. H means I, H is proportional to I, and B is proportional to voltage. So what is this? When there is no current, there will be some field. This is called the residual flux. देखिए आपने मैग्नेट, जैसे आप क्या करते हैं, when the current is going, DC current is going into some iron piece, even if you remove the current, then there will be some flux, that is called the residual flux. Now because of this residual flux, and this is very small, when the residual flux is small, when this phi is small, how much voltage will be generated? Zero. When this phi is small, how much voltage? Small voltage will be generated. So this small voltage will be generated here. Now this E is the generated voltage minus IA. RA is the armature resistance of this. E minus RA is the terminal voltage. This terminal voltage is applied here also. So V IF RF is the voltage. So if you do it as a Y is equal to mx, x into m. So this is RF is the, what is RF? RF is the slope, means it is like this. If it is a B IF field current, then B RF, B is equal to like this. This is the, means if say RF is the slope of this line, RF is the resistance of this. Depending upon the resistance of the field winding, there will be, if this, say for example, this E minus IARA is the B is the, for example, B is the terminal voltage here. For example, B is the terminal voltage. So how much IF will be there? B divided by, this is a RF, B divided by RF, this will be the IF. Okay. अगर आपका वोल्टेज ये है तो टर्मिनल करंट ये होगा, वोल्टेज ये है तो IF ये होगा. Now you see, in the beginning, this is the residual voltage, residual flux. Because of this residual flux, this is the slope, or you can say RF line. So because of this small voltage, very small current will, voltage is small, so current will be small. So in the beginning, when there was no current, the small voltage was there. Then there is some current, very small. When there is some current, then how much voltage? So for example, say current is this. So what will be the voltage? This will be the voltage. This will be the flux. Okay, and according to the flux, the voltage will be there. So now this is the voltage. This voltage, terminal voltage is this. Now terminal voltage is this. This is the RF. This is additional. This is the additional voltage. This additional voltage will produce an additional current. So current will increase. Now current will be like this. If the current is like this, what will happen? This will be the voltage. So this additional voltage will produce the again extra current. So now this is the field current. This is the field current. So because of this field current, this is the voltage VF. Understand this? Now because of this VF is this, RF is this additional voltage will again produce this current. What will happen? This will continuously, this is called the build-up of the voltage, and what will happen? At this point, you see this equation, VF is equal to IRF, and this will be this is the E. This will be satisfied. E and V, both equation, or you can say this, E is equal to K phi omega B, both will be satisfied. So point of intersection will be this. So in fact, this is the voltage. Getting the point? E, how much voltage will be there? How much excitation voltage will be generated here? When this B is equal to this, so this will be the terminal voltage. Okay. Because of this E, this is the produced E minus IRA drop. If IRA is small, you can say E is equal to B. In that case, this terminal voltage V will be, and this is the final current IF. Is this one clear? Now you see, if, and what is this? This is called the RF line. If the resistance of, for example, if this resistance of field winding is increased, अगर आप resistance of field winding increase कर दें, इतना है तो ठीक है. अगर resistance बढ़ा दें तो ये लाइन का क्या होगा? Line will move from here to, this is the slope. अगर आपने resistance of the field winding is increased, for example, then this line will be like this. तो हमारा टर्मिनल वोल्टेज क्या हो जाएगा? अब ये हो जाएगा. अगर हमने फील्ड वाइंडिंग का रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ा दिया तो वोल्टेज हमारा थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा. नाउ यू सी, अगर आपने फील्ड वाइंडिंग का रेजिस्टेंस इतना कर दिया तो टर्मिनल वोल्टेज ये हो जाएगा। गेटिंग दिस पॉइंट और नॉट? तो आप जैसे जैसे फील्ड वाइंडिंग का रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ाएंगे तो पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ द टू लाइन विल कम डाउन एंड द टर्मिनल वोल्टेज विल बी रिड्यूस। क्योंकि टर्मिनल वोल्टेज कितना फिक्स हो इस बात पे डिपेंड करेगा कि ई जो जनरेट हो रहा है और आरएफ लाइन है वी इंटू आई बी इजिकल टू आई एफ आर एफ, दोनों लाइन का पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरसेक्शन होगा। तो आपका टर्मिनल वोल्टेज कितना हो इस बात पे डिपेंड करेगा कि हमारा ये आरएफ लाइन क्या है। ओके, नाउ लेट अगेन यू इंक्रीज द आरएफ। सपोज यू इंक्रीज द आरएफ लाइक दिस। अब क्या होगा टर्मिनल वोल्टेज? ये देखिए, ये लाइन, दिस लाइन, ये सपोज करो ये ऐसा है, दोनों लाइन ऐसा आ गई। सो व्हाट विल बी द टर्मिनल वोल्टेज नाउ? इट विल फेल टू एक्साइट DC जनरेटर, दिस विल नॉट जनरेट एनी वोल्टेज, इट विल फेल टू एक्साइट। हमारा एक्साइटेशन के अकॉर्डिंगली हमारा वोल्टेज वहां नहीं मिलेगा और एनी वोल्टेज हियर कैन बी देयर, ये, बट दिस इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड। वी रिक्वायर दिस वोल्टेज, दिस इज द ओपन टर्मिनल वोल्टेज विच वी रिक्वायर। सो नाउ व्हाट इज दिस? दैट्स व्हाई वी डिफाइन ए क्रिटिकल रेजिस्टेंस। होना क्या चाहिए? देयर शुड बी सम वैल्यू ऑफ आरएफ एट विच, यहां पे क्या हो रहा है, आरएफ की वैल्यू अगर आप बढ़ाते गए तो यहां पे क्या होगा, it will fail to excite. So this is called the critical resistance of the field winding. So critical resistance is defined as it is a resistance of the field winding above which generator fails to excite. Okay, तो उसमें excitation, generator will not develop any voltage, so it will fail to excite. It means we have to have the field winding resistance below that value always, depending upon how much terminal voltage you want. Is this point clear? Now, okay, now you see this E further. E is equal, ये जो हमारा एक्साइटेशन है, E is equal to K phi omega, and this phi is this BH curve. phi क्या है? फ्लक्स को आप मानिए BH curve, means H और ये H मीन B और करंट IF और इसके बीच का करंट। सो दिस इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग हियर। सो दिस E एक्साइटेड, दिस वोल्टेज डेवलप्ड इन द DC मशीन इन द आर्मेचर इज गिवन बाय दिस कर्व, एंड दिस इज अर्लियर वी हैव शोन इट इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू द phi, बट इन फैक्ट इट इज आल्सो प्रोपोर्शनल टू द W मीन्स व्हाट? W क्या है? हाँ, व्हाट इज ओमेगा? है क्या ओमेगा? हाँ, एंगुलर स्पीड ऑफ द आर्मेचर की स्पीड है एंगुलर टर्म्स में। नाउ अब देखिए, जब आपका जनरेटर चल रहा है तो स्टार्टिंग में ही आपकी 1500 RPM स्पीड नहीं हो जाती। स्टार्टिंग में स्पीड कम होगी, फिर धीमे धीमे करके स्पीड बढ़ती है, 1500 पहुंचती है। अब सपोज आपकी स्पीड, ये स्पीड है N1 मीन्स ऑपरेटिंग स्पीड नॉर्मल 1500 RPM। अगर आपकी स्पीड कम होती, इफ द स्पीड इज लेस, N1, N2, N3, ओके, वेयर N3 इज लेस देन N1, अगर मीन्स N1 उससे कम, तो अगर ये स्पीड, अब देखिए व्हेन दिस इज देयर, जब आपकी नॉर्मल रनिंग स्पीड है 1500 RPM स्पीड है, सो व्हाट इज देयर? दिस इज द टर्मिनल वोल्टेज V। ओके, अगर सपोज करिए स्पीड आपकी N3 है तो फिर वोल्टेज कितना होगा? अब वोल्टेज आप स्पीड नीचे से ले जा रहे हैं ना, स्पीड आप नीचे से ले गए और ये स्पीड N3 हो गई, तो क्या हो जाएगा? फिर ये वही प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगी, motor will fail to excite. It is called the critical speed. It is that speed of the armature below which motor fails to excite. Motor will not give the sufficient voltage. तो उस चीज पे the speed of the armature should be more than the critical speed and field resistance should be less than the critical speed, critical resistance. Okay, is this one clear? So we must know what is the critical speed, but we must know what is the critical resistance of the DC machine. So the DC generator is okay. Next topic is the DC motor. In the DC generator we developed a formula that E is equal to K phi omega, where K is equal to ZP oblique 2 pi A. इतना वोल्टेज जनरेट होता है. In case of motor, what we will do? If it is a motor, suppose if it is a motor means in case of a motor, we will give the current here. It is not generator, we are giving a supply from here. When we give supply to this, suppose we have the terminal voltage V, so what will be the in case of a motor? In motoring mode, in case of a motor, B minus IARA. B minus IARA is equal to E. Is this one clear? इसमें देखिए क्या डिफरेंस है. E माइनस आई आ रहे हैं, वहां क्या है B माइनस आई आ रहे हैं. मतलब वोल्ट आप सप्लाई लगा रहे हैं, सप्लाई में आर्मेचर रेजिस्टेंस में ड्रॉप होने के बाद जो वोल्टेज नेट आया E, दैट इज कॉल्ड द बैक ईएमएफ. उतना वोल्टेज हमारा इसके अंदर जनरेट होगा. E वोल्टेज बिकॉज जब ये रोटेट करेगा, चाहे जनरेटर हो मोटर हो, द फॉर्मूला विल बी सेम, इट विल जनरेट द सेम बैक ईएमएफ. तो उतना वोल्टेज, इतना वोल्टेज जनरेट करेगा, द सेम फॉर्मूला E is equal to K phi omega, the same this voltage will be generated here. Okay, now because of this हमें चाहिए क्या, जब इतना वोल्टेज आपका V वोल्टेज लगाया, E जनरेट हो गया, सपोज 220 लगाया, 200 जनरेट हो गया, 220 वोल्ट कहां जाएगा, I into R में चला गया. अच्छा, अब दैट विल क्रिएट लॉसेस नहीं, दैट विल क्रिएट जो आया, अब आपका साफ्ट में जो आपकी पावर जा रहा है V इंटू आई मीन्स B इंटू आई, ये जो पावर है वो कहां गई, एक तो कुछ लॉस में जाएगी, कुछ पावर हमारा साफ्ट में जाएगी टॉर्क के फॉर्म में. मीन्स इफ यू मल्टीप्लाई हियर बाय इन दिस इक्वेशन, इफ यू मल्टीप्लाई बाय IA, B इंटू IA इज माइनस आई स्क्वायर IA स्क्वायर RA इज इक्वल टू E इंटू IA. तो ये क्या पता लग रहा है, दिस ये क्या है, इनपुट पावर, वोल्टेज अप्लाई V इंटू आई इज द इनपुट पावर. ये क्या है, आई स्क्वायर RA, आर्मेचर में लॉस हो गया आई स्क्वायर RA. बकाया कहां गया, ये बकाया ये कहां गया, ये E इंटू आई, ये क्या गया, दिस इज कन्वर्टेड, दिस इज ए इलेक्ट्रिकल इक्विवेलेंट converted to mechanical. ये मैकेनिकल पावर में कन्वर्ट होता है. दिस इज कन्वर्टेड टू द मैकेनिकल पावर. सो यू कैन से दिस E into IA is converted into mechanical power torque into ओमेगा. जो साफ्ट में हमें टॉर्क मिलेगा, इसके अकॉर्डिंगली मिलेगा साफ्ट में टॉर्क इज इक्वल टू E into I is equal to torque into omega. Okay, so this you can say how much torque will be produced on the shaft. शाफ्ट में कितना टॉर्क प्रोड्यूस होगा, क्योंकि हमें क्या है, मोटर है, मोटर पे शाफ्ट है, तो शाफ्ट में हमें टॉर्क चाहिए. टॉर्क मींस जिससे अगर आपका व्हीट मिल है तो आप आटा डालेंगे तो चक्की को टॉर्क होगा, तभी तो वो पीसेगा जितना आपको पावर चाहिए. तो टॉर्क इंटू, सो यू कैन से E इंटू आई, E की जगह आप लिखेंगे K phi omega. Okay, E is equal to, you can write K phi omega. Okay, IA oblique omega. So what will be there, torque is equal to K phi I. K is the same, IA. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर टॉर्क. इतना टॉर्क हमें साफ्ट में मिलेगा, टॉर्क इज इक्वल टू K phi I. जैसे उसमें K phi ओमेगा होता है, ये K phi I. टॉर्क, इतना टॉर्क हमें शाफ्ट में मिलेगा, इसी टॉर्क के अकॉर्डिंगली आपका जितना टॉर्क होगा उसके अकॉर्डिंगली यू कैन डू द वर्क शाफ्ट. So on this shaft here, on this shaft you can apply this torque will be available here. Okay, so now this formula in the another way also. Now we go inside. What is happening inside this? क्रॉस कर दो.